It's raining outside. This is the best time to watch K-drama with a cup of coffee. Today is so hot. My head is burning and I can't zero in on my learning anymore. I don't want to learn anything today without any reasons. Why not? They'll stay 200,000 years to learn English. Hey guys, you are someone who has hundreds of reasons to procrastinate your learning. This video is totally for you. So, procrastination is a very big burden that almost everybody is trying to overcome in their life, and I admit I'm one of them. So today, I'm coming back with some solution, exactly with fighters that how we can fight back that devil in our mind of procrastination. So let's get started. Tip number 1. The first thing that you need to think about whenever you feel bored or learning English is that always remind yourself why you learn English. What is the main purpose of your English learning journey? Maybe you need to improve your English skills to upgrade your profession from your current work. Maybe you are trying to relocate to English-speaking countries. Or maybe you want to study abroad. Or maybe you are hunting for a high-paying job in an international company. Whatever it is, always remind yourself why you learn English and think about how English is important to implement your goals. Think about how English can create the life that you want to become. And imagine your dreams to come true by using English as an instrument. I'm very sure this is the best motivator to start your learning. So tip number 2, have one native speaker you admire. So there are so many people who have excellent English proficiency, and there is definitely at least someone who inspires you to work on your English learning journey. Who can be your English teacher, who can be a television host, who can be your favorite celebrities, whoever. It is someone who has that kind of aura to keep on your learning. So for me, Marina from Lingo Marina channel is my favorite native speaker of English who gave me super motivation. Like whenever I watch her channel, I want to speak English like her. I want to have the confidence of using English like her, and like all these growth mindset and inspiration always give me hope and courage to persevere in my attempts or English learning journey. And that's why I'm here, creating content using English and trying to help other English learners like me. So I want to say thanks, Marina. You are very, very helpful in my English learning journey. Tip number 3, make your learning resources colorful. So our brain don't want to concentrate on doing the same thing very long. So we need to have some changes to trick our brain. So in my learning process, I set up my learning routine with large chunks of resources. Like there is a good mix or particular YouTube channel that I use to practice my listening and fluency skills. And I listen to a variety of podcasts about different topics, not to be tedious in one topic. And for vocabulary learning, I use Anki to memorize words, and sometimes I use flashcards, and I also have a notebook to write down my own sentences using new vocabulary that I study. And I use 3 or 4 websites for reading practice, and I also use books. Listening English sound is my another favorite learning routine, and sometimes when I'm totally out of the mood to learn English, I search for some interview clips of Taylor Swift or Millie Bobby Brown or my other favorite celebrities on YouTube, because they are my favorite people. I never got bored of watching them. So that's all. So the main strength of using various resources in learning English is that I can rotate my learning material and resources in terms of my mood and situation, and it's more interesting and fun. So I highly recommend you to use this method, and you will see how useful it is. Tip number 4, incorporate your learning routine into your daily habits. So everything we do in our daily life, from the time we get up in the morning to the time we go to sleep, is composed of countless choices and actions, and almost half of them are habits. So for example, I always listen to the podcast in the early morning in my bed for 30 minutes. So at first, it was just small actions, but I repeat it again and again and again, and my brain learned and acquired it as a habit, and it becomes one of my daily habits. My brain wants to automatically listen to the podcast in the early mornings. So listeners are I don't want to learn today, kind of habits go away, because habits have a tremendous impact on our daily life. So what I mean is, if you build your daily life with your learning routine, it becomes your habit, and you don't need to put so much effort to learn, because learning is your daily habits. Tip number 5, don't doubt your progress. So this is the bigger challenge I have at one point on my English learning journey. So I was although I put so much effort and energy into my learning process, I was I didn't improve at all. And I was demotivated, I was depressed, and what is wrong with me? And I don't want to learn anymore without any progress. But the thing is, it's not true that I didn't improve at all. I just couldn't be aware of the improvement. Because in language learning process, progression doesn't come up in this profound way. So what I mean is, if you are learning English or any other language, and if you feel like you are getting stuck at one place without any progress, do believe that progression is happening, but slowly. And the only thing you need to do is review your learning process, that you are working on the right way, and just keep on your learning regardless of progress. All these 5 tips are everything that I want to share in this videos, and I want to say thank you so much for watching this video until the end. And if you think this video is helpful or informative, you can like this videos and subscribe my channel. This is the best motivation from me, and I want to say all these 5 tips come from my real experience, and I hope these 5 tips will be helpful in your learning journey also. So yeah, thank you so much again, and bye bye for this week.